Okay, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Witches of the Moon. My name is Dia, aka ORI'S.com, and I am your still supposed to be a Thursday host, but this time I'm doing the good thing. I'm covering for somebody. So, we're switching days. So this time I'm actually doing good. All right. But anyway, this week we are talking about people who have influenced our spiritual paths, and for me, I'm kind of all over the place with this one because, like, I've had different people influence me. So let's start when I was young, right? Now, one thing, once you get to know me, people always say, I'm a slave driver. I'm always doing something, working. And if you're working with me, you're going to be working. Like, it's just how it's going to go, right? So where did I get that from? Well, I got that from almost every aspect of my childhood. Like, no matter the people that I was surrounded by, I'm not saying they were perfect people, because they weren't, but they were workers. Like, my neighborhood wasn't the best, but even like the crackheads in our neighborhoods were workers. So, like, part of me knowing how to, work and have no problem putting in, spiritual work and the time and effort it takes to do stuff, and also how to be patient with certain things, comes from being raised around these people. And like I said, it's not just one particular person. So I'll give you an example. My mom was a gambler. My dad was kind of a partier. But the bills were always paid, always food in the refrigerator, always money to do what we want. Lights never got cut off. None of those problems, right? But they always still had that work ethic no matter what. No matter what they did the night before, when it came time to work, it's time to get up. While my dad, he didn't work. He was, he got checks because he was a Vietnam vet and all that other stuff. But when it was time to get up and do something, it was time to get up and do something. He kept a regular schedule, so no matter what happened the night before, the next day he was up doing. Talk about some of the crackheads in my neighborhood. We had one, a few would mow the lawns. One would go around fixing cars. The other one would mow lawns. I had another one sold dinners. Another one would, do some stuff they weren't supposed to do. But, come hook up the cable, all that other stuff. Yeah, but they still, did it. We had another one. This one, her name is Tina. Tina, if you ever see this and you're still alive, shout out to you, boo. But her name was Tina, and she actually was a live-in, dang, I can't think of the right word. But anyway, she was like a medical assistant, like a live-in assistant for the elderly. And hold on for 1 second. Okay, children acts and stuff and everything. But she was the live-in assistant. I mean, the live-in assistant to somebody, and she maintained the home, she maintained him, she maintained paying the bills, everything went properly, and she still did her thing. Now, I am not saying do drugs, no. I am not supporting that. I'm just saying how these are people that influence me, in my spiritual path. Then there were other ones, some people who were like fully strung out, some people who were homeless. Nothing ever seemed to get them down. Like, no matter what happened, nothing ever got them down. They just knew how to have a good time, how to party. And yes, I was the one that hung out with those type of people. Well, I wouldn't say really hung out, but if they walked by, I knew all their names. I was the one that would take 5 to 10 minutes to talk to them. I was entertained like hell by them. But okay, so we have that. And then around the time I was a teenager, I ended up having to go to this place. I don't want to go totally into it. But there, this guy was playing chess, and I don't remember his name, but I've heard of chess before, but I never played it before. And he sat there and took the time to teach me chess. And in learning chess, I learned also spiritual aspects and also patience and how to plan things out. And in the spiritual world, you do have to plan things out. So those are that. There were, when I was a CNA in the nursing homes that I worked in at the time, in one assisted living, there were elderly people, and again, I was one that's always, entertained. I wanted to talk, I wanted to hear stories. So I would talk to them, and they would tell me certain things, and these things was like, what? They would tell me certain things to do, or certain things to happen, or how things was back in the day, and to me, that was like spiritually grounding. And it's this one lady who, I give her credit. I call her my Miss Missy. She's passed on now, but I call her my Miss Missy. She taught me teas and how to do different teas and how to make tea and stuff like that, how to make it naturally and how to work with that. She had a tea for any and everything. I wish I was able to get, like, she had a book written. I wish I was able to get her book when she passed away, but the family kept it. But anyway, she had a tea for anything and everything. She had a tea for it, for that spiritual issue. So she taught me a few things, and I love Miss Missy. I love my Miss Missy. Let's see, what else? Who else? I mean, people like that. Like I said, it's not just like one particular person or anyone that totally stands out, but there's a bunch of people in between in my life that, to me, like help influence my spiritual path in some way, shape, or form in their life. Wait a minute, baby. In some way, shape, or form in my life, they help me with my spiritual path. So, I hope y'all wasn't expecting like big time names. I'm sorry. Is there a big time name that I used to really like? Really, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was a big time name that I used to really was like, yeah, you have to. Yeah, this person. It was a lot of like little people. Like even now today, I still take from people that I know, people that are around me. Some older, some younger. Right now, my family's a big spiritual influence on me. Because with kids, you got to have patience. With kids, you're going to learn to have patience, and you're going to learn to make it work. They're so creative. Like, nothing gets them down for too long. And that they show you how to live life, be it yours or somebody else's. You know what I mean? So, that's just that. My husband's a big... Y'all know. Anybody who follow me know I love my man. So, yeah, I got that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So guys, don't forget, I say it all the time, I will say it again. If you have not subscribed, with promise, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to rate, and I'll see you next week. Peace.